come on out to Brown Mountain Bottle Works at 115 East Union Street in Morganton, North Carolina. The place to be for great craft beer. Browse their shelves filled with hundreds of craft beer selections. Relax and enjoy one of their 8 draft taps. Show your love for the store with their logoed t-shirts, hats, and glassware. Want to see what they have in stock 24 hours a day? Check out their website at www.brownmountainbottleworks.com. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Glenn, Dave behind the camera. We're the NC Beer guys. Welcome to another episode of the NC Beer Buzz. You know, craft beer is all about community. Community is all about giving back. And everywhere across the state, we see that craft beer breweries and others that are involved in the craft beer community are giving back to the community. One of those things they're doing is working with people like Jonathan Dixon with CauseBeer and doing great things in the community. And we want to talk to Jonathan today, do something a little bit different for our NC Beer Buzzes and not talk to a brewer or brewery or bottle shop, but give you the other side of the community efforts that go into craft beer. So Jonathan founded CauseBeer a couple years back to facilitate the breweries and bottle shops and other craft beer industries who want to do great things in their community. So thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about CauseBeer and how it came to be.
Sure. So about 10 years ago, some friends of ours, we started a nonprofit. It's called Connection, and it was just to help people in the local communities. And then we started getting involved in craft beer. Craft beer started booming in North Carolina, and just loved it on the front end. And then I started working for a company that allowed me to sell products to the breweries on the back end. So I saw the production side, and then I was consuming it.
Right.
But what I found was the relationship and how the brewers work with each other, and then how they also, every weekend, they're doing events helping the community. And we knew that people like to give and people like to help, but it's got to be an easy vehicle. We're all busy.
And they like to know where their money's going for what causes.
Right, that's right. So what we did, we came out with the CauseBeer brand. We launched not quite 2 years ago, and we've worked at different festivals. We've raised money for children in poverty, for children's homes, any local need. And
so it's different causes.
Right.
But the similarity for you is it's always, or recently, has been with beer entities.
Right, that's correct.
Who want to give back to the community.
That's right.
And you're a 503,
right.
whatever
We're a
termination.
nonprofit. We're the same as a United Way, so we're a public charity.
So it's easy for a brewery to partner with you.
That's correct.
And run the profits, the nonprofit part, through you.
Correct.
Good.
So they need to have a festival, they need a nonprofit to do that. We can do that. With CauseBeer, we don't take any funding. So we keep none of the money for ourselves. 100% of the donations go through. So when someone gives cash or credit card, we pass all that through. This is just something we do.
So it's not like the Red Cross United Way where some percentage, no matter how good they are, some percentage goes to administration,
That's right. No.
direct mailing. You're not doing that kind of thing.
No. Right. And so we started, we partnered with people. People have reached out to us to help, but then we also started our own drive in Wilmington last year, an annual drive where we put donation jars like this out. You'll see them in breweries, bottle shops, restaurants, where people can drop money in, and this money will go to purchase Christmas presents for kids in Wilmington. And 100% of that money goes to the Christmas presents. And we had a great response last year. We've got more breweries, more bottle shops, more restaurants on board this year.
And they're out now this week.
They just started going out this week. That corresponds with Wilmington Beer Week. And again, pint nights will be going on as well, where a portion of those proceeds will go to the Christmas presents. But Christmas presents are great, but they're temporal. And we wanted to do something that had more of a chance to change the trajectory long-term of a life, or maybe their children and future generations. So this year, we're starting a college scholarship fund in New Hanover County that will be awarded to economically disadvantaged graduating high school senior. And we're kickstarting this fund with an awesome event that'll be held November 19th at Ironclad Brewery. We've got 12 breweries, all North Carolina beer, from all over the state, some great brands there. Great beer will be there. Food's included, live music.
So you buy a ticket, you go in, have a good time drinking beer.
Unlimited pours.
Get some food, live music, and 100% of the ticket price goes to the cause.
That's right. All proceeds go to the cause, and that will be $40 general admission. So for $40, you get unlimited pours, food, live music. And you know, for me as a craft beer guy now, I have been for several years, that's a great price.
Right. But we can also maybe find craft beer at festivals across the state. You might
Absolutely.
be there,
right. That's
doing
right.
good things.
We've been at
I know, for
multiple,
instance,
yep.
you've been at festivals taking donations.
That's right.
Like tangible donations.
Yes.
To go for a cause, not just monetary.
Yep. Yeah, we've been at multiple festivals. We raised money at more than one. We went to a children's home in the area called Falcon Children's Home.
Mm-hmm.
They really live off of donations. So we're just trying to be a vehicle. You know, a lot of times a local need, a local entity, it's hard for them to partner with a United Way or with a Red Cross or with some national group, and then part of those funds goes somewhere else. We're about keeping funds right here in North Carolina and right here local. And not that those places don't need help, but
of course,
hey, we want to keep our
let's
dollars
help our
local.
own first.
That's right. That's right.
So if a brewery wants to do good and already knows their cause,
Yep.
but doesn't quite know the logistics of getting that work, can they come to you and say, Jonathan, we want to partner with CauseBeer, but we kind of like to direct where the CauseBeer efforts go. Is that okay?
Absolutely. So we can partner with them. We can help run the event. We'll be the 501c3. We can help with promoting, branding, and we can allow them to be creative where that money goes. So they have a local need. They can put the dollars, 100% of the dollars, to the need that they have a heart for.
And they can put their time and energy into running the event.
That's right.
And let you worry about the do-good side of it.
And that was a big thing for me because, you know, there's a lot of entities out there with their hand out, like us. We're asking for help. But the brewers, they want to make beer. Mm-hmm. They got into beer because they love to make beer.
Yeah.
Now they want to help, but
of course they do. And they've got that good side to them, but yet why distract from their efforts?
So we can free them up to do the good they want to do, but it allows them to focus on the beer and keep making great beer.
Great work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
On behalf of the beer community.
Thank you.
So you guys out there, remember now, look up CauseBeer, and when you see them at festivals or you see events sponsored by CauseBeer, you can know your money is going to good efforts and you support the beer community. You brewers and bottle shops and other beer entities who want to do some good in your community but don't really want to screw around with the logistics or the managing of the event, call Jonathan. CauseBeer. How do we get up with you?
You can find us on social media at CauseBeer. You can find us at Facebook /CauseBeer. You can go to causebeer.com, .net, .org, .info.
CauseBeer. Good works. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Till next time, it's David Beal. Remember you to give back to the community, drink local, and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.